Hey guys, Gino here with Major Push Wrestling Talk Show. This is going to be episode 5 of our weekly podcast, and we're here to review Raw and give more importantly, our Fastlane predictions for this Sunday. Now, you will see Mike. He's not currently present, but we will have him give his opinions on and predictions on what's going to happen to Fastlane as the video progresses. So let's just hop right into it. Now, Raw. I wanted to address a few things about that real quick. I thought the Rusev segment with Cena was great, where he was beating on him in the beginning. Really liked that the match was going to be for the title, and I really thought that segment was well done. Now, I had a problem with what I saw with Dean Ambrose trying to get Wade Barrett, or Bad News Barrett, as they call him now, to get the title shot. I thought, why would he need Barrett to sign off on a title match when the WWE champion and championship doesn't have to do that? So why would Barrett have to sign off on that? It's not like, I just didn't understand where that was coming from. And then you can imagine my disdain when I saw later on in the night that Ambrose used Barrett's hand to sign the contract. How was that supposed to hold up? If Barrett was supposed to sign it, how does that hold up? I just had a bad taste in my mouth with that. But I thought that it was funny. Ambrose on commentary is always funny. When he asked JBL for a pen, I thought that was great. Ambrose needs to keep talking. He needs to be able to voice his opinions and cut more promos. I think that would be great. Now with the Rhodes brothers, or Stardust, Goldust, whatever they're, Brothers Rhodes, whatever they're going by nowadays. When Dusty Rhodes showed up, I thought he looked really, really old. I don't know if that was because he was super skinny from all the weight that he's lost. He just didn't look right, didn't look healthy. And I thought it was a little too late to have him come in and voice his displeasure with what he's seeing from his sons. And it kind of, made me think I was going to see exactly what I saw later in the night. And that was Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Stardust turning on Goldust. I thought that didn't play out as quickly as it should have to have affected the crowd the way it should have. I thought that it definitely had the emotional impact, but him waiting there, helping him back up 3 times, I thought if you're going to turn on him, there's no point in helping him up. Just help him up and go right into the crossroads. I thought that would have been done a lot better. Now, obviously, the Daniel Bryan on commentary while Roman Reigns was fighting against Kane, I thought it was nice that they had him face Kane instead of Big Show for the 100,000th time. Daniel Bryan said something on commentary where I was really, it's about time somebody mentioned that. JBL said he wasn't able to compete. That's why he had the title stripped from him. Daniel Bryan was trying to make a case for why he should get into the title match because he did have it stripped from him. And he said, well, he wasn't there to compete. And then Daniel Bryan made the point to say, well, Brock Lesnar competed one more time than Daniel Bryan did in that amount of time. So they didn't think that he should have stripped him. Now, I completely agree with that, and I've been saying that all along. But that goes along with them mishandling Brock Lesnar. He should have run through every single top face in the company. He should have ran through Orton, Rollins, Ambrose, why all these guys he should have ran through. But, we're almost in WrestleMania season. He's only really got 2 more appearances as far as on big shows and wrestling matches are concerned, maybe even 1. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, I also thought that this show could have ended at the 9:15 mark when that match was going on with Kane and Daniel Bryan involved with facing Roman Reigns. The way that segment ended, it made me feel like I was watching the end of a SmackDown, which is what I basically grew up with on Raw as well. But the SmackDown, I definitely felt like it was an ending of a show. And I thought that ending, I would have been satisfied with that episode of Raw, that it ended right there. But it didn't. More happened. Also, we had the Bellas immaturely stealing the Paige's outfit. I thought this was the PG era. That reminded me a lot of the Attitude Era. And I definitely want to see Paige naked. I think she's really attractive. I got to meet her once, and I completely choked on my own words because I was just stunned by her. So I thought that was really mature of them, and I thought she picked the wrong outfit when they panned over to the Rosebuds. There was one on the left side of the screen. She was wearing like a sequiny, silvery cutoff dress. I thought she was stunning. That girl was stunning. I thought that Paige should have taken that outfit for the match. Now the Rollins and Ziggler match is obviously just a placeholder until Orton comes back to find something to do with Rollins, and then Ziggler figures out what he's going to do. And I really hope he doesn't interfere in the match at Fastlane. But I'll get to my predictions later. Now Triple H and Flair was a good. It was good to put over Sting in that atmosphere. You want Sting to the WWE crowd, most of whom is the audience wasn't even born yet when Sting was doing his thing, when WCW was getting exposure. So I thought it's good to relay that Sting is one of the best wrestlers to have ever walked the face of the earth, and I think that was really good of them. I didn't like how Triple H would push Flair. I mean, they're buddies. Like, I didn't see how, obviously that was coming, but come on, Triple H. I mean, like, there's no need for that. Like, don't get upset. It was just really weak. Now, going on to the Ascension, I thought that they looked better in the most, more recently. But then again, you're just throwing them to the New Day, or you throw the New Day to them, and the New Day doesn't mean anything to us anymore. They're mishandling them. I think it was just only for a Black History Month thing where they brought them together. That's what it feels like, and it just upsets me how racist it appears from the outside that the WWE can be at times. Now, the only other thing worth talking about on Raw was the post-main event. Now, that was when Bryan and Reigns were fighting at each other. Reigns was doing some pretty heel tactics during the match. He was like sending autographs and not paying any attention to us. He was really heel-like. Obviously not getting the autographs signed to people wanting their autographs, but just not paying attention to the match and just going about like that. Now, he needs to keep bringing it like that with the intensity, that post-game intensity that he brought to his fight. Just needs to stop with the dirt face, and I'll be happy. So that was the Raw review. Obviously, Mike wasn't here for that. Now we'll be giving us our Fastlane predictions, starting with the pre-show. It doesn't really need to be talked about. However, it is Paul Heyman appearing on Miz TV. We all know what's going to happen. He's going to go talk up Brock Lesnar because he's the best promo guy in the history of the business. And I don't think we're getting any physical confrontation. I don't think anything's going to happen with that. Moving on to the actual card, we have a face-to-face meeting between Triple H and Sting. Now, I think it's going to get physical. I think Triple H is going to try and retaliate. I really hope he puts him in a pedigree and hits it on him. I'd really like to see that spot done to a person of Sting's caliber. And it would, create some tension and force Sting to want to fight him for WrestleMania for one of the 3 main events Mania has. Now, Mike, what do you think is going to happen in that?
I don't think it's going to get confrontational. I don't think it's going to get physical. In that case, I think, of course, Sting's going to make an appearance. I think he's going to do some kind of spooky things. I don't think he's going to, hit him with a Scorpion Deathlock or do anything like that. I think they're going to save the suspension a little bit, maybe save it for Raw, or maybe just save it up for WrestleMania. But it'll be exciting to find out. But I expect Sting to get the upper hand between the two of them. Now, Goldust versus Stardust. That's an interesting one. I don't know who's going to go over on this one. I can only imagine it's going to be Stardust because of the fact that, it's going to continue on his career and Goldust is kind of finishing up right now. But on the other hand, I think they're going to continue on to WrestleMania. And the cool thing that I would love to see if they had a paint versus paint match. In the case that Goldust wins at Fastlane, I'll predict that Goldust goes over and their feud continues, and then the loser has to, per se, take their paint off. So if Cody loses, he has to take his paint off. If Goldust loses, vice versa. And that'd be a pretty cool stipulation for WrestleMania. But we'll see. I think Goldust might go over. It could be the other way around. Maybe Cody Rhodes goes over this time, and then at WrestleMania, Goldust goes over, and then Cody Rhodes has to become Cody again. So we'll see what goes on with that.
Now, with the Goldust Stardust match, like Mike, I think that this is going to be a placeholder until we get to WrestleMania. I really see that this match shouldn't have been taking place at all. I think that it's going to be a no contest. I doubt we even see the start of it. I bet it's going to be a disqualification coming in prior with Rhodes attacking Dust, and we're going to get a match at Mania, which is what we should have had 3 years ago. I think it would have gone over a lot better.
Now, the Tag Team Championships, the Usos versus Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, 2 of my favorites. This should be an interesting one as well. I think the Usos are going to win. They win every time. I want to see Cesaro and Kidd win.
Well, Natalia's the reason that they're in their spotlight that they are. I'm sure they're not too happy about that, but at least the title shot at a major pay-per-view, the go-home pay-per-view to WrestleMania, it's got to be worth something to these guys. So, we'll see how that plays out. I see the Usos retaining, at least until Mania, where they can induct their father Rikishi into the Hall of Fame. Now we've got a WWE Intercontinental Championship match with Bad News Barrett defending his title against Dean Ambrose. Now this match has got a potential to steal the entire show. I think Barrett is way underrated. His promo skills are great, and his in-ring ability is really great for a big man. Dean Ambrose is going to carry the match from an athletic standpoint. I see Barrett going over. I'd like to see Ambrose go over and get another title. I don't see him winning, though. I see him getting a title. It's going to be after WrestleMania. Maybe he'll be thrown into the WWE title hunt, which is really what I hope for Ambrose. So I see Bad News Barrett going over in that match. Now, Mike, what do you think is going to happen with the Ambrose match?
I'm going to choose for him to win the Intercontinental Championship. I think they're going to put a title on him. He deserves it. They want to give him something. They want to make that title strong again. It looks like they're trying to elevate their other two mid-card titles, which would be great. I mean, I hope that's what they're doing. It'd be great to see those titles become relevant again. But at the same time, I don't know if they're going to take it off Bad News Barrett just for the fact that he hasn't had it that long. He just came back from injury. They put the strap back on him as soon as he came back. They obviously have confidence in him. He's in good standings, of course, backstage. But we'll see. I'm going with Dean Ambrose as my pick for that match. Divas Championship, Paige, fan favorite, versus Nikki. Now, I personally think Nikki's just in her position because of John Cena and how, they're dating, of course. Paige seems to be a fan favorite. I really love Paige. I like Paige more in NXT. I don't think they give her much of a chance in Raw. They put her in stupid gimmicks. Maybe that's why she's not as relevant, or I don't like her as much now. I like to see Nikki Bella keep the title. I like having a heel with the Divas Championship, and I think Nikki's doing a pretty good job of trying to make it relevant again and trying to establish the Divas section there against the NXT, their women division over there, because they seem to strive a little bit more than the Divas, and Nikki's becoming aware of this. I think Nikki's going to keep it. I think their feud will continue into WrestleMania as section there against the NXT, their women division over there, because they seem to strive a little bit more than the Divas, and Nikki's becoming aware of this. I think Nikki's going to keep it. I think their feud will continue into WrestleMania. So my prediction for that would be Nikki Bella will keep the title.
I talked about how immature I thought the Bellas were being with the clothing stealing of Paige's attire at Raw, and because of that, I think Paige is going to go over. That's usually how WWE books their feuds. The heels go, the loser goes over the go home show, and then the winner goes over at the pay-per-view.
The U.S. Championship match. Rusev versus John Cena. This is another interesting one. You would think that they're going to continue John Cena and continue this feud into WrestleMania. Interesting fact, if John Cena does win the title, he'll have more title reigns than Ric Flair, and he'll set the record, even as the U.S. Championship. He hasn't had it in, I think, 10 to 11 years. You can fix me on that, but it's been a while since he's actually gone after that title. It'll be a good match. Rusev Championship. He hasn't had it in, I think, 10 to 11 years. You can fix me on that, but it's been a while since he's actually gone after that title. It'll be a good match. Rusev has never lost. It's nice that they're, like I said before, they're elevating the mid-card titles, making them a little bit more relevant. It brings a better feel to the product instead of having the U.S. champion or the Intercontinental champion losing on Raw to somebody else in 3 minutes, every single week. For this one, though, I don't think Rusev's going to lose. Hopefully they continue their feud into WrestleMania. And I think John Cena breaking the record at WrestleMania would be a little bit more relevant than at Fastlane. So I'm going to say that John Cena is going to lose and Rusev will retain the title and their feud will continue into WrestleMania.
The two big matches of the night. Next one is John Cena versus Rusev for the U.S. title. Cena is fighting for a mid-card title. I haven't seen this since back in 2001, 2002, when he first, it was prior to 2002 when he won the WWE title. He's going for the U.S. title again. I'm really excited to see if he actually wins it, or if we're going to get a disqualification, if he's going to beat Rusev's undefeated streak, or no pin, no submission streak. Now, so I see Rusev winning that match, but it'd be really nice to see John Cena bring some prestige back to the U.S. title. However, I don't want them to do that until Rusev changes the title into the European title, like it should be, from the being WWE creation as the U.S. title, or the U.S. title was a WCW creation, and the WWE creation was a European title. I think that should just go on. So, yeah.
Now, last but not least, the one that I'm looking forward to most, Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. I'm sure this is everybody's fan favorite. Everybody has their opinion what's going to happen. A lot of people are leaning towards Roman Reigns is going to win. He's going to keep it. Daniel Bryan's going to make him look strong, and he's going to go on to face Brock Lesnar. A lot of people think that maybe it's going to end into some kind of no contest, goes into a triple threat WrestleMania. I'd love to see that as well. That'd be a very interesting match. I don't think many people think that Daniel Bryan's going to win. If Daniel Bryan wins clean and goes on to face Brock Lesnar, I think that'd be incredible. stuff like that's happened before. Like Stone Cold has won the Royal Rumble and then never got his title shot. Vince McMahon's won the Royal Rumble, never got his title shot. I think this may be the third time it ever happened, but it has happened before. I mean, I don't know if they'll bury Roman Reigns like that. I think they have some kind of it ever happened, but it has happened before. I mean, I don't know if they'll bury Roman Reigns like that. I think they have some kind of spot for him. I'm think it's going to lean towards a triple threat. But you know what? I'm going to go out of my way. I don't want Roman Reigns to win, but I'm going to say he wins clean. He beats Daniel Bryan, and they're going to have a great match. And then that's going to continue on to some kind of feud. I think Sheamus is going to come out. He's going to have some kind of feud with Bryan. I hope that doesn't happen. I think the fans will be very upset about that, but we'll have to see. But my prediction for the main event, Roman Reigns. I hate saying it, but he's going to win. And if I'm wrong about this, I'll be happy.
I really hope nobody involves. A lot of people are speculating that Dolph Ziggler is going to come in there and interrupt this. I really hope he doesn't. It's going to put unfair, cheap heat on him. The only person that I could see coming back and interrupting it would be Sheamus, where it wouldn't be a total disaster. But I think he should leave it alone. I think if Reigns is going to prove us that he can do it, he should do it not weekly. He's going to look weak if Sheamus or Ziggler comes out and loses and helps him win the match. I don't think the next babyface in the company needs help to win matches, number one contenders matches to be fighting for the Mania title shot. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But so I see this fighting to a no contest though, and I see both of them being thrust into the Mania title match. So this one's going to end either no contest, double count out, double disqualification, something along those lines. And this has got the Authority's names. It just smells bad with Authority. I bet Rollins comes out, and hopefully Orton comes out to stop Rollins, double DQ, something along those lines. But that's what I see happening. Orton's going to make his return. No one's going to be a clear-cut winner in this match. At least that's what I see from my perspective. Now, thank you so much for watching Major Push Wrestling Talk Show. Me and Mike really appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up and let us know how you thought we did. And don't forget to watch this video even after the pay-per-view. Let us know how we did. You'll see how we did. Last pay-per-view, I ended up going 3 for 3. Let's see how we do here. Thanks.
See you guys next week.